All right, everyone, we are moving right along in this course. We are already on to week 4 of Reentry and Pathways to Desistance. So let's see what we're going to cover this week. Your learning objectives for the week. By the end, you'll be able to explain reentry as a transitional process rather than just one isolated event. You'll be able to compare and contrast the 4 key theoretical perspectives that help to understand the reentry process. You will also be able to explore how drugs, family, friends, employment, community membership, and mental health all converge to impact how successful one is in reentry. So this week, we're really going to begin to explore what reentry looks like for somebody who's returning home from prison and understanding that transition as a process, not just one event being that they were released. So we're going to look at what challenges do they face? What do the first few days of them coming back into the community actually look like? Who's there waiting for them? Is anyone there waiting for them? What are they leaving with? The clothes on their back? Did they save up any money while they were there? Were they able to work while they were in prison? What are the reentrants feeling in those first 3 days or first few days? So these are all questions that we're going to answer through this week's readings, the videos, and there's a podcast for you to listen to. So speaking of, what are you going to review this week? Well, you'll be reading Successful Reentry, What Differentiates Successful and Unsuccessful Parolees. You'll also read Ex-Offender Accounts of Successful Reentry from Prison, and then Chapter 3 of Homeward. And then you'll watch the Free from Prison After 23 Years, but now facing new challenges during the pandemic video. You'll watch the 3 Ways to Set People Up for Success After Prison video. And then listen to the Changing How You Think Helps the Transition from Prisoner Back to Citizen podcast episode. So you've got quite a few things to review for this week. Again, I will remind you, a little tip, trick. You may not need to read the full research studies or articles. Look at what assignments are due for the week. Look at what information you need. Look at the learning objectives. What am I really trying to get you guys to understand for the week? And girls, ladies, and men, everyone. Figure those things out before you get into the reading so that you know why you're reading what you're reading. It's really going to help to make a lot more sense that way. So, what are you going to do this week? After doing all of those readings and videos and podcasts, you're going to submit your week 4 quiz question. I'm really hoping that these are going well for you and aren't too difficult. You're then going to complete the week 3 quiz. Again, maybe take that before you get into this week's material. And then you'll complete the Influencing Factors discussion board. So what I want you to do with this week's discussion is, in your opinion, discuss what you think are the most influential factors in successful reentry back into society and desisting from criminal offending. So part of being successful does mean that they're desisting from criminal offending. So what are the most influential factors in your opinion? And then which theory that was discussed this week, there are 4, best supports your position that you've taken. And then, as always, make sure that you're defending your answer with support from this week's materials. That can be the readings, it can be the videos, it can be the podcast, any information that's in there. As always, if you have questions, please reach out. Please let me know. I write the assignments up and I think that they make sense, but maybe it doesn't make sense to someone who's reading it. So please don't be afraid to reach out with questions about assignments or the week's materials. And as always, I hope everyone has a wonderful week.